And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got some space here. 2 spins. Still going. That good for 22 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run with Marshall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he motions the wide receiver. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. So we have come to halftime. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today, as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 3rd down. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The play clock's running down. This is Elliott. Room here to run. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And that makes it a 9-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2nd down following the run. Here's Ryan to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Elliott. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Looks to be right around the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And some room to work. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Prescott now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 65 yards. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Ryan on second down. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, Freeman. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. On third down, Ryan. He finds Coates complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, Ryan. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Into the fourth quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge. Similar to a great hitter, seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone. The ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning a goal line.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, spinning away. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
down.